Entering through the left rear door are graduates with the degree of Master of Science in Nursing. Yang and Dr. Nancy Benarchik now lead our second degree baccalaureate graduates into the theater.
Good morning, everybody. Woo! So, are you ready for Convocation? Woo! Congratulations, graduates. I'm Dr. Linda Flynn. I'm Dean of the Rutgers School of Nursing. And I want to welcome all of you to the 2023 Nursing Convocation. We will begin today's ceremony with the national anthem, performed by the majestic brass band. So everyone, please rise for the national anthem, and as appropriate, please remove your caps. Please be seated. Again, greetings everyone, and first I'd like to acknowledge members of our platform party. Our Chancellor, Dr. Brian Strom, is with us today and will be presenting remarks. And of course, we will hear from our convocation speaker, Dr. Susan Reinhardt. Dr. Shonda Johnson, President of the Rutgers School of Nursing Alumni Association, will greet us later in the ceremony. Next, please join me in welcoming the School of Nursing Administration, namely our Executive Vice Dean, Senior Vice Dean, Associate Deans, Assistant Deans, and Directors. Would our School of Nursing Administration please stand? Thank you for all of your leadership to our school. And honestly, I don't know what I'd do without you. So thank you so much for being you and for leading us so grandly. Now, let's give a very special welcome to all of our School of Nursing faculty. They have worked so hard to bring you to this day. Faculty, would you please stand? Just remember, none of us would be here today if it had not been for our faculty. So next, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests who are in box seats to the left. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. First, we are delighted to have Mr. Tom Reinhardt, husband of our convocation speaker. We also welcome these leaders from academia, Dr. Rosamond Santi, Dean of Trinitas School of Nursing. And next, representing Newark's own Weequahic High School and its Allied Health Academy, we have Ms. Yolanda Bogan, School to Career Counselor. We are also very pleased to welcome leaders from nursing professional associations. From the American College of Nurse Midwives, New Jersey affiliate, Ms. Linda Locke, immediate past president, who is also a Rutgers alumnus. From the National Black Nurses Association Middlesex Regional Chapter, Ms. Marshall Boyd, President, Ms. Claine Norville, Membership Chair, and Ms. Yolanda Boyd, another valued member. From the National Association of Hispanic Nurses, New Jersey Chapter, Ms. Saul Angelica Munez, President. From the New Jersey League of Nursing, Ms. Mary Koch, President. From the New Jersey State Nurses Association, Dr. Sandra Foley, President. From the Organization of Nurse Leaders New Jersey, Dr. Helene Burns, President. And from two organizations providing much needed care in the community, we welcome Ms. Carolyn Malcolm, President and CEO of Excel Home Care Services, and Ms. Gwen Watford Miller, President and CEO of Quality Healthcare Incorporated. Now, please join me in acknowledging all of these special guests. Thank you for being here. We are so pleased that you're here with us today. As this day is a day of celebration, it is a fitting time to recognize and to celebrate the lives of two outstanding nurses whose presence is deeply missed today at today's convocation. Dr. Sally Porter, an associate professor at Rutgers School of Nursing, passed away on April 28th. She had served as a member of our faculty since 2012. She was also an alumnus, having earned both her DNP and PhD degrees from our school. Dr. Porter was a passionate advocate for health equity, and her contributions to pediatric health and healthcare are truly immeasurable. Her focus areas included infant diaper need, autism spectrum disorder, gun violence, genetics, and maternal child health. She was a wonderful colleague, teacher, mentor, and friend to so many. Dr. Porter was an extraordinary nurse leader who leaves an important legacy in our state and beyond. I personally can think of no better tribute to Dr. Porter than to read an email message that I recently received from one of her former students. It states, "Dr. Porter was such a massive influence in my work. Her social determinants of health class moved me to make bigger and bolder choices, to see the bigger picture with a broader lens. She taught me that data was my sword, my light, and my confidant. Her influence on me, and I'm sure many other students, is huge. I say with complete confidence, she is the best teacher I have ever had in my life, and I will never forget her." We also recognize another nurse leader who left us far too soon. As a graduate of our Doctor of Nursing Practice program, Dr. Sherry Stein would have proudly walked the stage today. Sadly, she passed away last November. In recognition of her love for Rutgers and her academic achievement, she is represented in the audience by her husband, J.T. Ung-soon, and her twin sister, Deborah Stein. On completing her DNP last fall, Dr. Stein became a 3-time graduate of Rutgers School of Nursing, where she also earned her bachelor's and master's degree and served as an adjunct faculty member. She was a past president of our school's Alpha Tau chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Society, which established a scholarship in her honor, awarded for the first time this month. Through her employment and volunteer advocacy, she made groundbreaking contributions to the growth of advanced practice nursing in our state. Please join me and a moment of silence in honor of these two distinguished Rutgers nurses. Thank you. Now I am honored to introduce Dr. Brian Strom, Chancellor of Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences, also known as RBHS, and the Executive Vice President for Health Affairs at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. A renowned physician, internationally recognized scholar, and award-winning educator, Dr. Strom has primary responsibility for RBHS, which comprises 8 schools, including our School of Nursing. RBHS also includes numerous centers and institutes, as well as patient care and research facilities across New Jersey. We are so pleased that Dr. Strom is here with us for our celebration. Please welcome Dr. Strom.
Thank you, Dean Flynn, members of the faculty, students, family, friends, and distinguished guests. Class of 2023, I'm happy to greet you on this momentous occasion and offer congratulations on behalf of the Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences community. Just 10 years ago, Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences was formed. Your school, actually your 2 schools, and 7 others, plus 5 research institutes and 2 clinical care units, were brought under one comprehensive umbrella of biomedical sciences, health professions education, and patient care within the broader university. This was a great experiment in higher education, but like all experiments, the outcomes were uncertain and there was risk involved. But throughout those 10 years, we have diligently worked to revolutionize health professions education, spark ideas that have become cures, and change healthcare delivery in the state of New Jersey, all while rising in the ranks of nationally recognized academic health centers. What was once unfamiliar territory to Rutgers, this grand experiment is now one of the points of pride of the university and has been an unqualified success in the university's storied 257-year history. And you have all been a part of that history. You've been part of this rise in national prominence, both for RBHS and for your nursing school. Did you know that the Rutgers School of Nursing has been ranked consistently as one of the top nursing schools in the United States? You guys, I'm sure, all knew it, but this is for your parents. Including rising to number 6 for the Doctorate of Nursing program. Our success depends in large part on the exemplary work that you, our students, perform in classrooms, labs, clinics, and hospitals with your patients. You continue to push us to be our best, to innovate, to look at our roles as healthcare providers in a new and different way, and to seek diverse opinions. Your perspectives and ideas and your passion for service have shaped who we are today, and we are much better because of it. However, not long after many of you started your education here at Rutgers, the COVID pandemic spread across the world. For you, at a minimum, this meant your studies were disrupted, you adjusted to new modes of learning and longer hours, all while juggling unpredictable health, financial, and family issues during the crisis. But you forged ahead and demonstrated tremendous resilience and grit. And even as you were balancing your studies with other priorities during a global pandemic, you made a concerted effort to address health disparities, only heightened by the pandemic, prioritizing service work. Many of you joined the Nursing Student Reserve Corps, an initiative to place students in nursing assistant roles at hospitals who are struggling to care for patients struck by the fast-spreading Omicron variant as 2022 rolled in. I'm proud of your continuing dedication to go above and beyond what was required of you to make our community better. Finally, I hope that you will continue to cherish the relationships you have made with your classmates and educators as alumni of our great institution. I want to take the time to thank our faculty and staff here at the School of Nursing, for serving as your mentors, your teachers, and in a few moments, your colleagues. These were challenging years not only for you as students, but also for your educators who had to quickly pivot and continuously adjust educational activities during an unprecedented time. You couldn't have done it without them, and we are forever grateful to have them as part of our RBHS family. I also want to personally congratulate Dean Flynn, a shining example of faculty excellence herself, who was one of only 4 nurses named a 2022 Nurse Educator of the Year by the National League for Nursing. So today, as we celebrate you and recognize the years of hard work and preparation that have brought you here, I'm confident that we can count on each of you to continue this work toward a healthier future for all people in this changed healthcare landscape. The years to come will be among the most challenging, rewarding, demanding, inspiring, and most of all, wonderful years of your lives. In the process, however, make sure to prioritize your own mental and physical health. And don't forget that you have a family here at Rutgers. What you do in the years to come will impact lives in the most direct and meaningful ways, and that is the greatest joy. So on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences, we are proud of you. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Strom, for your leadership and for your support of our school. We appreciate your very inspirational remarks. Thank you. Now I am honored to introduce our convocation speaker, Dr. Susan Reinhardt. Dr. Reinhardt is a transformative leader within healthcare policy, research, and education, and Dr. Reinhardt definitely has roots at Rutgers. She earned her PhD in sociology from Rutgers. She has served on the faculty at our School of Nursing and was a professor and the co-director of Rutgers Center for State Health Policy. And let me add that when I was a fledgling PhD student, she was one of my professors, for which I am very grateful. Thank you. For the past 16 years, Dr. Reinhardt has served on the leadership team at AARP, a 38 million member organization dedicated to enhancing the quality of life for all as we age. As Senior Vice President, she directs AARP's Public Policy Institute and serves as the Chief Strategist for the Center to Champion Nurses in America. Here in New Jersey, she is Vice Chair of the RWJ Barnabas Health Board of Trustees, and her extensive governance experience also includes her previous appointment as Deputy Commissioner of the New Jersey Department of Health and Senior Services. Her many awards and honors include Fellow of the American Academy of Nursing, Gerontological Society of America, and the Salzburg Global Forum. Please join me in welcoming my friend, and our colleague, Dr. Susan Reinhardt.
Thank you so much. That's a very generous introduction. My mother would have loved that. Let me just start, but before I start with formal remarks, I really liked what the dean did to start, which was, wow, wow. I have not been at a graduation ceremony for a while. How did you like that procession? All of that hooting and hollering, I'm like, whoa, I gotta come back. It was like amazing. So my formal remarks. So Dean Flynn, Chancellor Strom, faculty and colleagues, honored guests, families and friends, and members of the graduating class of 2023. Let me begin by saying congratulations. You know, looking around this amazing venue, I see a lot of smiling faces, a couple of babies saying hello, I think. That's really good too. A lot of joy, and perhaps a little relief. And that would be okay if you're feeling that. You did it. You look great. In fact, you look magnificent sitting here. I wish you could come up here and see what I see. It's like amazing. Before I turn my full attention to you graduates, I want to acknowledge those people who were hooting and hollering a little bit ago, the families, friends, and other supporters here today to share this happy moment. All of you, you're all around this room, all of you out there are the people who gave these graduates the roots they needed in times of uncertainty, which Chancellor Strom just very poignantly pointed to, as they transformed themselves into nurses with a degree or certificate from one of the top universities in the nation. Some of you paid tuition, I'm thinking. Some of you babysat, maybe. Some of you cooked some meals, and there's lots of other things you probably did, and mainly you provided critical emotional support or just lent an ear when it was needed. You might have even served as guinea pigs as they practiced their new skills. Ah, yeah, okay. You heard my husband's here. And to this day, he tells the story of how I scared the living daylights out of him when he woke up in the middle of the night and I had a stethoscope on his cheek. And I said, shh, I'm listening to heart sounds. And then there was this Thanksgiving where I convinced all the members of my very extended family, I have a very big family, to go down to the basement where it was dark, and I would take out an ophthalmoscope and peer into their eyes to see the retinas. They were like almost blind by the time I did this. So, I was a lot of fun in those days, life of the party, so to speak, and I have a very tolerant family. So you should never underestimate family and friends, what value you have given to your graduates. Research has shown how important social support is to both our emotional and physical well-being. So I'm going to ask these graduates to rise and honor you with everything you've done to get them here with a loud round of applause, as loud as you can muster. I think they're ready to party. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, graduates, you can relax. Just sit back. Now it's your turn. It is your day. You are the class of 2023, and you are nearly, I understand, 550 strong. Is that right, Dean?
Yes, pretty close.
I'm told it might be the largest graduating class ever. She says yes. So there you go. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, and we really need you, so thank you. Some of you are getting your baccalaureate degree in nursing, others a master's degree, a doctor of nursing practice, doctor of philosophy. I think there's some school nurse certificates here maybe, and a postmaster's certificate. Whatever path you have chosen, I commend you for the investment you've been making to become members of this esteemed profession and leaders in that profession. You have chosen an honored and diverse profession that offers endless possibilities. You can practice, teach, or do research in homes, hospitals, schools, workplaces, clinics, the military, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, managed care organizations, prisons, homeless shelters, senior citizen centers, mental health centers, you getting the drift? Private offices, and even park benches. I've known nurses that did do that as visiting nurses and community health nurses, and that's just for starters. You can also be a public health, critical care, psychiatric, school, perioperative, or rehabilitation nurse. You can be health policy experts, one of my favorites, advanced practice nurses, educators, researchers, managers, chief executive officers, deans, maybe a chancellor, maybe a university president. Why not? You can even run for Congress or the state legislature. Several nurses are already serving in Congress right now, and many more are making policy in state legislatures across the country. In fact, a former member of this faculty was the first nurse to serve in the assembly in the state of New Jersey. So right here. I know a nurse now who is serving as lieutenant governor in Delaware and is running for governor. So why not a nurse in the Oval Office, right? It can happen. The nice thing about having so many options is that you can forge your own career path, and it can evolve over time. You don't have to know when people say, where are you going to be 5 years from now? I always hate that question. It can evolve as you grow, develop your skills, hone your interests, have opportunities that you may not have thought of. Because this Rutgers faculty behind me here, they have prepared you well to create whatever path you choose. This is a top-notch faculty. They have put you through the paces as they broke down your old ways of thinking and opened up new models for understanding humans and their environment. That's called the nursing model. You can be proud that nurses offer a model of care that consumers truly want. And we've always been ahead of our time. Nurses were focused on prevention and wellness way before it was vogue. We were consumer-focused way before healthcare consultants developed patient satisfaction surveys to help executives concentrate on customer needs. But most important, we have always worked in true partnerships with patients. In fact, we prefer to call them people, not patients, when we can. What does that partnership mean in practice? It means we do not try to dazzle or intimidate people with our expertise. We could, but we don't. Instead, we use our knowledge, skills, and communication abilities to balance the power relationship between us and those who are seeking our help. We work with people to help them grasp the true nature of their health problem and gain the knowledge and confidence that they need to take charge of their own health to the fullest extent possible. Nurses use their complex knowledge in the sciences and humanities to care for people as whole human beings. That is the nursing model. For example, I know it is not easy to translate your expertise about the hemodynamics of congestive heart failure into what your 70-year-old person that you're caring for has to know to take care of herself every day. But you've been trained to do it. You will consider her home environment, how she will manage climbing the stairs to bed every night or figure out somewhere she can stay downstairs, how she will prepare a low-sodium diet, and what or who will remind her to take medications each day. You discuss how she and her family will manage health conditions together, empowering all the time. In short, you will communicate. In fact, I believe the core of our nursing practice and our most important skill as practitioners is communication. As nurse graduates, not only have you learned to speak to people, you have learned to truly listen. Very few people in this world really listen. You know that. They're usually thinking what they're going to say when the person in front of them stops talking. Or they're thinking of something else entirely. It's hard to listen. It's a skill that you have gained in your graduate, all your education, and you really pay attention to what people say, and especially to what they don't say. As nurses, you've been trained to understand body language and the nuances of human communication. You have learned how to listen patiently to the person recovering from a stroke who has difficulty speaking, to the anxious person who can barely focus. Your ability to listen and communicate with all kinds of people in all kinds of situations are fundamental skills that will take you very far in your nursing world and life in general. A wise elder statesman once told me that the greatest gift a human being can give to another is their pure, undivided attention. I urge you to use that gift and share it every day. With these sharply honed communication skills, knowledge, and understanding of the nursing model of care, you are ready. You would not be here, as the dean said, unless this faculty did not have the confidence that you were ready to be a Rutgers nurse at whatever level you're at sitting before me. As an added benefit, you've become permanently connected to the resources you need to keep your knowledge and skills at the cutting edge of both nursing practice and research. Graduating from Rutgers has forever linked you to an amazing network of first-rate faculty and colleagues ready and willing to offer continuing support, mentorship, friendship, and rich networking opportunities for career development in this state, across the country, and indeed the world. Sitting there, are a group of immensely talented and networked nurse educators, researchers, and leaders. They are distinguished members of editorial boards of prestigious journals, presidents of national organizations. They sit on corporate boards, serve as international health and nursing consultants, and practice in a variety of settings. They are the scholars who taught you, and they are here today to welcome you as their colleagues for life. So, you did it once, do it again. Give them a round of applause. Let me end with, or close with a few thoughts about nursing and the nursing profession. Those of you who know me know that I've been involved in nursing in a variety of contexts during my career. I have practiced in hospitals, homes, schools, well-baby clinics, offices, and senior centers. I have taught nursing, testified on behalf of nurses in the legislature, conducted nursing research, served as a state health official, as you heard, to improve quality of care in all health settings in which nurses practice. And you heard that I now run a think tank, a policy think tank, in the Center to Champion Nursing in America. You could ask any of these esteemed colleagues up here for their journeys, and you will find a rich tapestry of the experiences that they have had and can bring to you. Based on my background, my personal reflection about nurses is wherever we work, our work ethic is exemplary, and it is an honor to serve. As a nurse, we have the privilege of touching the very souls of people in our everyday work. There is no other way that I can find to describe the honored work of nursing. You share incredible moments of intimacy with people who would otherwise be strangers to you, yet you are with them in moments of exquisite joy, times of excruciating pain, and in periods of spiritual awakenings. People tell you things they would never tell another living soul because they trust you, and you will honor that trust. This is an incredible privilege. No doubt you're going to find that even outside of your formal work, and many of you have been nurses for a while, so you've probably experienced this, once people introduce you as a nurse, people will tell you things, again, that like, really? I'm watching my son's baseball game. Or I'm at a cocktail party for my sister's engagement, but they want to talk to you. You will be held in high esteem. Countless research surveys and opinion polls document that you were part of a profession that is cherished by the public and trusted by the young and old alike. That is indeed something to look forward to and not take lightly in this era of great cynicism and distrust. Finally, I want to say, by pursuing a nursing career, you will know that you are in a truly distinguished profession where you are really needed. Society has an insatiable demand for what you can offer. You will deliver on your social contract to meet the needs of the public with every person, family, and community you serve. There's really no other career like it. So I applaud each of you now, and I urge you to celebrate tonight, tomorrow, and for years and years to come. Congratulations.
No. Thank you, Dr. Reinhardt. Yes.
A present.
A present. We're so glad that you could be with us here today, and we want to present you with this little token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
You are
And another
quite
present.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. One of our most exciting occurrences at Convocation is the recognition of key individuals for their extraordinary accomplishments. Dr. Susan Salmon, Executive Vice Dean, will present our faculty and student awards. Dr. Salmon, please join me at the podium.
Thank you. I am pleased to present the New Jersey Health Foundation Awards for Excellence in Teaching and Excellence in Research. These two awards recognize faculty at each school within Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences who have demonstrated outstanding teaching and scholarship during the course of the year. The recipient of the 2023 Excellence in Teaching Award for the School of Nursing is Dr. Peja Jha. Dr. Jha? Dr. Jha is an associate professor at the School of Nursing, where she teaches statistics and advanced quantitative methods in the PhD program and epidemiology and population health in the DNP program. An inspirational educator, well regarded by students and faculty alike, she is adept at facilitating students' mastery and application of highly complex concepts and research methods. Dr. Jha's own research interests include the dynamics of race and equity in health, immigrant health, and urban community health systems. Dr. Jha? The recipient of this year's Excellence in Research Award is Dr. Logan George. Dr. George is an assistant professor at the School of Nursing and a core faculty member at Rutgers Institute for Healthcare Policy and Aging Research. He is a clinical psychologist and a psycho-oncologist. Focusing on patients with advanced cancer, he has examined factors such as psychological well-being, belief in miracles, prognostic expectations, and patient-family discord on treatment preference. With funding from the National Cancer Institute, he is conducting a large study of patients with advanced disease to identify interventions that can improve end-of-life care. Dr. George. In 1996, the Stanley S. Bergen Jr., MD Medal of Excellence was established in honor of the founding president of the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey. With the formation of Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences, Dr. Bergen's legacy continues to be recognized through this medal presented annually to one outstanding student at each RBHS school. This year's Bergen Medal recipient is Dr. Erin Crum. Dr. Crum completed her Doctor of Nursing practice degree with a family nurse practitioner in emergency care specialization. She excelled academically and was highly respected by classmates and faculty members alike. She is employed as stroke program manager at Chilton Medical Center, Atlantic Health System, where she chairs the Neuroscience Practice Council. Always seeking to advance her knowledge and skills, Dr. Crum holds certification as Advanced Stroke Coordinator, Stroke Certified Registered Nurse, and Certified Emergency Nurse. She has been certified as an EMT since 2011 and currently serves as a member of a Vernon Township Volunteer Ambulance Corps, where her leadership role includes Chief Financial Officer. Congratulations, Dr. Crum. Come on over. Okay. Sorry. Congratulations.
Thank you. Am I supposed to stand here?
No,
Thank you.
you can go back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Salmon, and congratulations to our Bergen Medal and Faculty Excellence Award recipients. Now I have the distinct honor to present another special award. This award was established just last year, and it honors luminaries in the nursing profession. Today, I present the Rutgers School of Nursing Dean's Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Lucille Joel. Dr. Joel, will you stand, please? Let me tell you about you, okay? Dr. Joel is a distinguished professor at Rutgers School of Nursing, a title that's awarded only to our university's most accomplished faculty members. Since joining our School of Nursing in 1979, she has served in a variety of leadership roles, including interim dean and associate dean for clinical affairs. During her 43 years at our school, she has positively impacted the life of countless nursing students, including me, at Rutgers and far beyond. Dr. Joel is an advanced practice nurse and clinical nurse specialist with renowned expertise in psychiatric and mental health nursing. She is the author of 3 widely read textbooks covering topics of psychiatric nursing, dimensions of professional nursing, and advanced practice nursing. The 3rd title, Advanced Practice Nursing, Essentials for Role Development, received a prestigious Book of the Year award. At the national and international levels, she is the past president of the American Nurses Association, the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools, and the International Center for Nurse Migration. She co-founded the Society of Psychiatric Advanced Practice Nurses and was the first vice president of the International Council of Nurses, headquartered in Geneva. She is the past president of the New Jersey State Nurses Association and currently holds appointment to the New Jersey Board of Nursing. She has been a member of the Community Oversight Board, of Newbridge Medical Center for the past 15 years. Dr. Joel is the recipient of numerous awards and honors, including Fellow of the New York Academy of Medicine and the American Academy of Nursing. She was also editor of AJN, in case you didn't know that. And yeah, I know, wow. That was actually reading that journal, back in my hometown, Northern Virginia. I said, the editor of AJN is at Rutgers. I think I need to go to Rutgers. So thank you. So Dr. Joel, it is my true honor to present you with this award, and thank you so much for your contributions to nursing, to our faculty, to our state, to our nation, to international nursing, and of course, to our students. Thank you. Should I say? Sure. You got it.
Let me say that this recognition was unexpected. I mean that seriously. I'm very flattered, and I was not educated at Rutgers, but I became a Rutgers nurse as soon as I set foot here. Rutgers nurses are different, and my message is directed towards all of you graduates of 2023. Rutgers nurses are not boastful, but they are intellectually gifted. They practice from evidence. They also have a commitment to the patient, which is above all. Whether you call them patients or clients, that is your chief service to them. You believe in self-care and education, and as such, you are well suited to guide the future of this healthcare delivery system. I wish all of you well, And again, thank you for this recognition. One last comment. I hope lifetime achievement doesn't mean it's over. I have a lot to give yet, and enjoy tremendously every moment at Rutgers, where every day is a new adventure. Thank you again.
Once again, congratulations to all of our award recipients. And so next we will hear from our student speakers. As you are already familiar with Dr. Erin Crum, I now invite her to the podium, and she will share remarks as our graduate student speaker. Dr. Crum.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you to the faculty for recognizing me as the recipient of the Stanley S. Bergen Medal of Excellence. I am honored to have been chosen. On behalf of all of the graduates of the Rutgers School of Nursing, I wish to say that it gives me great pleasure to welcome everyone here today. Thank you to the wonderful faculty who have left a lasting impression on us and given us the tools necessary to succeed, preparing us for today's celebration and the careers that lie ahead. You have our deepest and sincerest appreciation. Thanks also to the families and friends of today's graduates who have supported us in our continued education achievements, supporting us as we sacrifice time with our partners, our children, our parents, and our friends as we pursued this degree. Today, we focus on celebrating our achievements and recognizing the hard work of all of the graduates here today. Graduates, always remember that you have chosen this career. You are gifted with the skills and knowledge to save a life, and the compassion to make patients feel special every single day. Remember that your health and well-being should remain a top priority, as we must ensure we take care of ourselves, allowing us to continue to compassionately and professionally care for others. Take the break, eat the lunch, use the bathroom. Everyone in healthcare knows and understands that these basic human needs are often neglected in the interest of others. Believe in yourself. You have the chance to have positive impacts on your communities, your places of work, and in healthcare policy and in your practice. Let your training, experiences, and professional development guide you every day in the care that you provide your patients. Always remember to follow the evidence, as evidence-based care is required for high-quality care. Today, we recognize that our graduation is a new beginning, a new chapter in our lives. We will always remember this chapter as we move on from Rutgers and the care and the support that we have received. Though we are moving on from this school, we are now prepared to provide high-quality care to the patients that we treat every day. Please enjoy the rest of the ceremony, the beautiful weather, and the venue. Again, thanks to everyone who has supported today's graduates. Take some credit. We could not have done it without you. I will close with one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Crum, and congratulations and best wishes to you. Now we will hear from our undergraduate student speaker, Ms. Navdeep Kaur. Well, let me tell you about her, but it sounds like you already know her. Ms. Kaur has just completed our traditional Bachelor of Science in Nursing program. She is president of the Newark Council of the Rutgers School of Nursing Student Senate, was actively involved in our school's chapter of the American Association of Men in Nursing, and has volunteered extensively with the Rutgers COVID Vax Corps. Thank you. Throughout her time at Rutgers, she has demonstrated extraordinary school spirit and a dedication to making a difference for our school, the community, and the nursing profession. Thank you. The podium is yours.
Welcome deans, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates to the Rutgers School of Nursing Convocation ceremony. First, I would like to start off by saying thank you, God, for everything I have accomplished. A special thank you goes to my hardworking mom and dad for supporting me. I also want to acknowledge the families and support systems of all of our graduates who are here today. You watch us grow during the most challenging time of our lives. So many others, peers and professors, have made this journey memorable. I want everyone to know I thank you and appreciate you all. I know for many of my fellow graduates sitting here before me, or like myself, a first-generation college student, there's a lot of pressure to do well and succeed. Now here we are in our regalia, ready for the next stage of our lives. Do you all remember your first day of nursing school and how eager we were to start our freshman year? I fondly look back at the memories, time spent with friends, nights spent studying, and following upperclassmen to find out how to successfully complete nursing school. I remember being anxious about what the future will hold. My younger self would be surprised by how much I have accomplished and how much I've grown, from being a shy and timid student to a leader of my class. We have all matured and learned so much since our freshman year. I specifically recall wanting to do everything perfectly, but life doesn't work that way. We are imperfect, and that makes us the unique people that we are. I could have never imagined that I would be standing here giving a speech on graduation day to my graduating class, and for that I am thankful. Being a nursing student isn't as effortless as it seems. There were moments when we were overwhelmed by the amount of studying and assignments that needed to be done, but there were also times when we rejoiced just because we made it through another semester. So I want to commend all of the graduates for getting through this challenging program. We must not forget the challenges that we faced during the COVID pandemic, which including having all our courses remotely and having to practice our assessment skills with Tina Jones from Shadow Health. It was truly a unique experience to go through nursing school during a pandemic. For many of us, it was a long, difficult journey, and this degree did not come easy. We have dreamt of this day, and now here we are. We made it through as the capable, accomplished students that we are. There are some pieces of wisdom I want to leave you all with. Live life to the fullest and without regrets. You never know what tomorrow will look like, so live for today. Former First Lady Michelle Obama once said, "Success isn't about how your life looks like to others, it's about how it feels to you." So I urge you to continue to grow in your own way and to take care of your physical and emotional health. Lastly, I want to remind you all that no matter how much knowledge we have gained, we should never make others feel as though they are inferior. People may forget your name, but they will remember how you made them feel, so always treat people with kindness. Let your kindness be the thing they will never forget about you. Congratulations on a job well done, School of Nursing Class of 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Kaur. Thank you for your leadership, and we wish you much success in the future. Okay, I believe that this is the time that you've all been waiting for. It is now time to present the degrees for our phenomenal class of 2023. And I want you to know that this year's class is 523 graduates strong. So we will get serious now. Okay. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, School Nurse Certificate, Master of Science in Nursing, Postmaster's Certificate, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy in Urban Systems. Please rise. Okay, my turn to talk. On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Nursing, and with the approval of the Board of Governors of the university, I will now confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, Postmaster's Certificate, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy and Urban Systems, with all the responsibilities and privileges appertaining thereto. Please be seated. Will our candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Nursing please rise? Where are you? Are you down there? Okay, there you are. We would like to acknowledge this year's recipient of the Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing. This degree was conferred and the candidate was recognized during the Graduate School Newark Convocation. The recipient of this degree will be hooded during our ceremony. Congratulations, Susie. The presentation of the nursing pin represents a symbolic welcome to the profession and the completion of academic study in this discipline of nursing. As they exit the platform, graduates will be pinned by members of the Rutgers School of Nursing Alumni Association. Please join me in acknowledging these alumni leaders, Ms. Cheryl Pantini, who is our Alumni Association Vice President, and Dr. Lois Green. Come on up to the platform. It is now time to present to you the Rutgers University of Nursing Class of 2023. Okay, now you can start. Okay. Assisting me on the platform is Senior Vice Dean Dr. Carl Warren, along with our name announcer, Dr. Tracy Vitale. Marshals, please escort the graduates with the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing and Doctor of Philosophy in Urban Systems to the platform.
Suzanne Crincoli, advisor, Dr. Pamela DeCordova, hooded by Dr. Pamela DeCordova, relationships among organizational and nurse characteristics, occupational fatigue, and missed care in registered nurses working at night in New Jersey acute care hospitals. Dr. Nayeli Salazar de Nogueira, advisor Dr. Ann Bogshi, hooded by Dr. Karen Delonzo, dissertation, New Jersey Latinx Mental Health in the Times of Coronavirus.
Okay, marshals, please escort the graduates with the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice to the platform.
The first Doctor of Nursing Practice degree awarded today is awarded posthumously to Dr. Sherry Stein. The title of her DNP project is program evaluation of an advanced practice provider fellowship program. Her advisor is Dr. Susan Salmond. Please join me in acknowledging Dr. Sherry Stein. Dr. Erin Crum, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz. Dr. Monica Adoptante, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, DNP project melanoma education for laser hair removal technicians. Dr. Danielle Barbary, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, DNP project, a quality improvement project to support preeclampsia screening. Dr. Poonam Desai, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, DNP project, a retrospective program evaluation on the early detection of sepsis. Dr. Courtney Leiden, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, DNP project enhancing quiet time to promote sleep in the neuro ICU. Dr. Rowena Lim, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, DNP project, surgical site infection in coronary artery bypass graft patients, a program evaluation. Dr. Angeline Mappa, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Neitz, impact of transitional care management program in relation to 30-day hospital readmissions, emergency department visits, and financial revenues. Dr. Matthew Mascari, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, ICU Delirium, a quality improvement project on bundle implementation. Dr. Mumta Sagar Patel, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, impact of patient outreach methods on human papillomavirus vaccination. Dr. Alexis Perez, advisor Dr. Barbara Neitz, hooded by Dr. Barbara Neitz, implementation of a palliative care screening tool in the ICU.
Dr. Jessica Dorado, advisor Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracer Vitale, project Improving Abnormal Cervical Cytology Care Continuum, a program evaluation. Dr. Nancy Forsyth, advisor Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, evaluation of a rooming-in model of care for infants with neonatal opioid withdrawal syndrome in a community hospital. Dr. Amanda Judge, advisor Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, identifying advanced practice nurses' barriers and motivators in screening for intimate partner violence. Dr. Danielle Moore, advisor Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, implementation of lavender aromatherapy during gynecological examinations to decrease pain and anxiety. Dr. Melissa Pushdak, advisor Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, and her project is Program Evaluation Response to Kidney disease after heart transplant. Yikes. Dr. Stacy Rodriguez, advisor, Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, screening for pregnancy intention within a primary care setting, a retrospective chart review. Dr. Tara Spruill, advisor, Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, improving standardization of breastfeeding education for patients in a high-risk obstetrical clinic. Dr. Deandra Turner, advisor, Tracy Vitale, hooded by Tracy Vitale, implementing a pre-cesarean section checklist to reduce primary cesarean sections in nulliparous term singleton vertex patients. Dr. Kristen Vicentin, advisor Gertie Hyder, hooded by Tracy Vitale, implementation of a tool to guide care for long COVID pediatric patients in an outpatient setting, a quality improvement project.
Dr. Chinwe Ezegbu, advisor Dr. Sharon Anderson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, medication adherence among patients with sickle cell disease at one pediatric sickle cell center in New Jersey. Dr. Luzberte St. Hubert, advisor Dr. Sharon Anderson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, implementation of a high-fidelity postpartum hemorrhage simulation drill, identifying latent safety threats and providing recommendations to close system gaps. Dr. Jasmine Robinson, advisor Dr. Mary Johansson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, decreasing incivility in an acute care pediatric setting utilizing professional comportment. Dr. Esther Nawaji, advisor Dr. Gertie Hyder, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, strategies to improve type 2 diabetes prevention among undiagnosed pre-diabetics in a faith-based setting. Dr. Tigest Amsal, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, impact of a patient portal reminder system on PrEP and STI follow-up in transgender women. Dr. Abiola Birioa, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, impact of illustrated educational booklets in adherence with preoperative instruction for patients undergoing elective cesarean delivery. Dr. Rachel Delp, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, improving antibiotic stewardship in an urgent care setting through provider education. Dr. Uzumaka Ejikemama, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, implementing a workplace violence training program in the adult ambulatory care setting. Dr. Jasmine Nesbitt, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, implementing best practices to reduce workplace violence caused by agitated patients in the emergency department. Dr. Jenny Ruiz, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, implementing a nurse-led early mobility protocol in the intensive care unit, a quality improvement project. Dr. Justin Umana, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, evaluation of a patient mobility program to reduce length of stay and venous thromboembolism. Dr. Marisol Arboleda, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson. Does the implementation of mindfulness during shift huddle help decrease anxiety and stress in ICU nurses? Dr. Henrietta Bannerman, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, educating employees in the intensive outpatient mental health treatment facility about the use of harm reduction strategies when treating patients with dual diagnoses of psychological disorders and substance use disorders. Dr. Saritha Hall Dyke, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, evaluation of a telehealth cancer support group and the effectiveness of mindfulness on anxiety and depression levels among World Trade Center responders. Dr. Rosemary Mensa, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, evaluation of a telehealth cancer support group and the effectiveness of mindfulness on anxiety and depression levels among World Trade Center responders. Dr. Michelle Reeves, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, expressive writing in adult women. Dr. Jose Garcia, Advisor, Dr. Kathleen Patuski, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, reduction of readmissions through implementation of psychoeducation and post-discharge interventions for psychiatric inpatient clients with depression. Dr. Mary McAlevey, Advisor, Dr. Kathleen Patuski, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, the implementation of a smoking cessation program on an inpatient psychiatric unit. Dr. Maria Gonzalez, Advisor, Dr. Mamilda Robinson, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, increasing antepartum depression screening in an urban OBGYN clinic. Dr. Justina Lorraine Gutt, Advisor, Dr. Kathleen Patuski, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, the effect of a visual learning toolkit on quality of life and health outcomes for heart failure patients. Dr. Evelyn Lopez, Advisor, Dr. Kathleen Patuski, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, evaluation of current constant observation protocols in a behavioral health unit. Dr. Jainil Patel, Advisor, Dr. Kathleen Patuski, hooded by Dr. Sharon Anderson, comprehensive lifestyle intervention counseling effect on weight loss and quality of life in individuals in the primary care setting with BMI greater than 25. Dr. Megan Calavano, Advisor, Dr. D. Anthony Forrester, hooded by Dr. D. Anthony Forrester, Psychiatric Advanced Directives, a Quality Improvement Project. Dr. Jeanette Galindo Lopez, Advisor, Dr. Peja Jha, hooded by Dr. Peja Jha, evaluation of the impact of temporary housing and social work assistance to address social determinants on hospital readmission rates. Dr. Teresa Huynh, Advisor, Dr. Peja Jha, hooded by Dr. Peja Jha, leveraging a patient portal system to increase adherence to chlamydia and gonorrhea retesting within a community-based health center. Dr. Lucio Barreto, Advisor, Dr. Thomas Lovelace, hooded by Dr. Thomas Lovelace, development, implementation, and evaluation of a multidisciplinary approach when diagnosing HIV infections in the emergency department. Dr. Ariel Nicole Fleischer. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Lovelace, hooded by Dr. Thomas Lovelace, melanoma education for nail technicians. Dr. Casey Puglisi, advisor, Dr. Thomas Lovelace, hooded by Dr. Lovelace, primary screening for the risk of opioid addiction using the opioid risk tool in orthopedic surgical patients. Dr. Maria Villeda, advisor, Dr. Thomas Lovelace, hooded by Dr. Thomas Lovelace, improving medication education at discharge, a quality improvement project. Dr. Christine Pasaka Woodard, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, direct to CT protocol. Dr. Jennifer Brooks, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, obesity screening in primary care. Dr. Amanda Ciani, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, implementing a palliative care screening tool in the emergency department.
He's gonna have to tell you.
Dr. Jeffrey Konopka, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill. Dr. Racy May LaRoche, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, implementation of a violence risk screening tool in the emergency department. Dr. Lisette Vasquez, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, the implementation of an emotional intelligence bundle on emergency department staff and its effects on work-related stress. Dr. Anna Yanisco, advisor, Dr. Mary Kaminsky, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, implementation of a geriatric delirium agitation pathway to decrease use of benzodiazepines in the emergency department. Dr. Yaidam Akua Moa Boateng, advisor, Dr. Mary DiGiulio, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, lifestyle modification program to improve hypertension control among African American adults in a local church. Dr. Jill Herlihy, advisor, Dr. Ann Bogshi, hooded by Dr. Karen O'Connell Schill, screening for geriatric delirium in the emergency department. Dr. Allison Cubbs, advisor, Dr. Karen Schill, hooded by Dr. Karen Schill, the effect of direct pre-hospital notification of cardiology on door-to-balloon times. Dr. Marie Emanuele Martelli, advisor, Dr. Karen D'Alonzo, hooded by Dr. Karen D'Alonzo, implementing food insecurity screening tools and interventions in primary care setting. Dr. Maureen Costello, advisor, Dr. Aileen Holmes, hooded by Dr. Aileen Holmes, mindfulness meditation to reduce scan-associated anxiety in oncology patients. Dr. Rochelle Marinelli, advisor, Dr. Aileen Holmes, hooded by Dr. Aileen Holmes, the implementation of a validated screening tool for intimate partner violence in a private practice midwifery office serving the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community. Dr. Vito Pasquarella, Jr., advisor, Dr. Aileen Holmes, hooded by Dr. Aileen Holmes, bundled interventions of bridge orders and SBAR to improve emergency department throughput and communication in telemetry boarding patients. Dr. Donna Reggio, advisor, Dr. Aileen Holmes, hooded by Dr. Aileen Holmes, implementation of a care team model in the emergency department during a nursing shortage. Dr. Adogo Origi, advisor, Dr. Sally Porter, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, using the Global Initiative for Asthma endorsed assessment portion of the guidelines to help prevent asthma exacerbations in children aged 6 to 11. Dr. Adrienne Valdez, advisor, Dr. Sally Porter, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, recognizing attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in children, development, implementation, and evaluation of an ADHD module for elementary school teachers. Dr. Barno Makamad Daliva, advisor, Dr. Amita Avendani, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, development, implementation, and evaluation of the pain management protocol change in the critical care unit. Dr. Victoria Pangilinan, advisor, Dr. Amita Avendani, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, program evaluation of a ventilator-associated pneumonia bundle and development of a modified program. Dr. Olikan Adfowo Khan, advisor, Dr. Cheryl Holly, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, using virtual peer support and Fitbit to reduce obesity in African American and Hispanic women. Dr. Pascal Perard, advisor, Dr. Cheryl Holly, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, improving triage accuracy in an urban emergency department. Dr. Kazim Olgadeh, advisor, Dr. Melanie Percy, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, managing patient-on-provider violence in an outpatient mental health clinic. Dr. Annalisa Guerrero, advisor, Dr. Rubab Qureshi, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, pictograms to improve antihypertensive medication adherence among patients with chronic kidney disease in a clinic setting. Dr. Yvonne Cruz, advisor, Dr. Gertie Heider, hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani, implementing a mindfulness movement of Qigong exercises as a stress management tool for nurses during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Lori Boyle. Advisor, Dr. Jeffrey Kwong. Hooded by Dr. Amita Avendani. The impact and feasibility of an office-based supervised exercise therapy program for the treatment of peripheral artery disease with intermittent claudication. Dr. Tatiana Bavgiria, advisor, Dr. Irina Benenson, hooded by Dr. Irina Benenson, effect of individualized exercise prescription on physical activity in patients with excess weight. Dr. Kevin Ejiofor, advisor, Dr. Irina Benenson, hooded by Dr. Irina Benenson, use of asthma mobile application to improve asthma control in adolescents and young adults. Dr. Anastasia Liamina, advisor, Dr. Irina Benenson, hooded by Dr. Irina Benenson, increasing regular physical activity in adults with cardiometabolic risk factors. Dr. Elisheva Przewalski, advisor, Dr. Irina Benenson, hooded by Dr. Irina Benenson, improving influenza vaccination rates in the Orthodox Jewish community. Dr. Barbara Uwimwansi, advisor, Dr. Darcel Reyes, hooded by Dr. John Nelson, improving HPV vaccine recommendation in adolescents and young adults with disability. Dr. Angela Okodua, advisor, Dr. Jill Cox, hooded by Dr. Jill Cox, implementation and evaluation of an evidence-based skincare bundle in identifying, preventing, and managing incontinence-associated dermatitis. Dr. Savara Ruzi Haj, advisor, Dr. Jill Cox, hooded by Dr. Jill Cox, reducing the incidence of incontinence-associated dermatitis in an intensive care step-down unit, a quality improvement project. Dr. Bijul Patel, advisor, Dr. Judy Barbario, hooded by Dr. Judith Barbario, implementation of a palliative care screening tool in the intensive care unit. Dr. Tina Colella, advisor, Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, hooded by Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, use of a screening tool to improve identification of genitourinary syndrome of menopause. Dr. Zoe Wasserman, advisor, Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, hooded by Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, using a novel website-based algorithm to improve menopause management. Dr. Komal Patel Diwali, advisor, Dr. Melanie Percy, hooded by Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, screening for prenatal depression. Dr. Ivani Comer, advisor, Dr. Rubab Qureshi, hooded by Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, implementing a determinants of health screening and referral process at an urban OBGYN clinic. Dr. Naja Damali, advisor, Dr. Gertie Heider, hooded by Dr. Julie Blumenfeld, improving the identification of menopause in midwifery care. Dr. Tamara Adolfi, advisor, Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, impact of a mobile application behavioral change in overweight individuals. Dr. Jessica Cleary, advisor Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, understanding how food labels impact the blood pressure on a DASH diet. Dr. Karen Galuzzo, advisor Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, clinically indicated replacement versus routine replacement of peripheral intravenous catheters. Dr. Andrew Reyes, advisor Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, improving sleep duration in healthcare workers. Dr. Molly Salmon, advisor Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, evaluating the effectiveness of lavender essential oil in treating patients with insomnia. Dr. Kimberly Ann Javier, advisor Dr. Kimberly Prado, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, the impact of a mobile application on weight loss. Dr. Nafisa Abdul Salam, advisor Dr. Ann Bagshi, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, implementing a protocol to improve HCV screening rates in the emergency department. Dr. Victoriana Belcastro, advisor Dr. Darcel Reyes, hooded by Dr. Lee Kimberly Prado, LGBTQ+ community college students, facilitators and barriers to sexual health resources. Dr. Christine Chen, advisor Dr. Gertie Heider, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, utilizing the MediSafe app to increase medication understanding and compliance in an outpatient primary care office. Dr. Mikey Jacob, advisor Dr. Gertie Heider, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, mindfulness training for smoking cessation in adults participating in Alcoholics Anonymous. Dr. Heidi Abdel Magid, advisor Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Kimberly Prado, evaluation of enhanced depression screening in a primary care practice. Dr. Taya de Guzman, advisor Dr. Lori Kogan, hooded by Dr. Lori Kogan, the implementation of a pressure ulcer prevention protocol in a long-term care facility. Dr. Steve De Los Rios, advisor Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, health-related quality of life in pediatric asthma. Dr. Courtney Fideli, advisor Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, a parent-based childhood obesity intervention and prevention program implementing NHLBI's We Can Energize Our Families parent program in Sussex County. Dr. Olivia Cowell, advisor Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, primary care clinicians' knowledge on pediatric obesity and needs assessment survey. Dr. Sonia Patel, advisor Dr. Sally Porter, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, identifying and addressing diaper need by utilizing an assessment tool during pediatric primary care visits. Dr. Anita Persaud, advisor Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, childhood obesity survey for pediatric healthcare providers, adolescent bariatric options. Dr. Michaela Sanchez, advisor Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, assessing the effect of changing levels of restrictions placed by the COVID-19 pandemic on children and their behaviors. Dr. Amy Olson, advisor, Dr. Margaret Quinn, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, integration of a parenting curriculum into the pediatric residency training program. Dr. Avital Moskowitz, advisor, Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, the implementation of a standardized expectation protocol within an ambulatory care setting. Dr. Umi Patel, advisor, Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, implementing a workplace violence prevention program to promote a culture of safety. Dr. Nafisatu Wilson, advisor, Dr. Jeffrey Kwong, hooded by Dr. Margaret Quinn, identifying trends and contributing factors among pediatric patients sustaining falls in an ambulatory care setting. Dr. Andrew Dilks, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, evaluation of point-of-care ultrasound training program for certified registered nurse anesthetists. Dr. Wilson Ashun, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, education of anesthesia providers on passive release technique to reduce endotracheal cuff overinflation. Dr. Jose Fernando Lima Henriquez, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, simulation-based mastery learning and percutaneous cricothyrotomy. Dr. Daniel Langone, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, simulation-based training for intraoperative cardiac arrest. Dr. Ravi Maud, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, evaluation of point-of-care ultrasound training program for certified registered nurse anesthetists. Dr. Allison Roman, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, posterior transversus abdominis plane blocks as a multimodal adjunct for post-cesarean delivery. Dr. Judy Tan, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, education of anesthesia providers on passive release technique to reduce endotracheal cuff overinflation. Dr. Allison Tyrell, advisor, Dr. Maureen Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen Anderson, posterior transversus abdominis plane blocks as a multimodal adjunct for post-cesarean delivery. Dr. Carly Vittoria, advisor, Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, hooded by Dr. Maureen McCartney Anderson, simulation-based training for intraoperative cardiac arrest. Dr. Nikhil Abraham, advisor, Dr. Michael McLaughlin, hooded by Dr. Michael McLaughlin, implementing an airway management clinical reference tool for anesthesia providers working with bariatric patients or morbid obesity. Dr. Terrence Nolan, advisor, Dr. Michael McLaughlin, hooded by Dr. Michael McLaughlin, implementing an airway management clinical reference tool for anesthesia providers working with bariatric patients or morbid obesity. Dr. Pavel Shisho, advisor, Dr. Michael McLaughlin, hooded by Dr. Michael McLaughlin, omitting testing of face mask ventilation in patients without difficult airway. Dr. Alessandra Villegas, advisor, Dr. Michael McLaughlin, hooded by Dr. Michael McLaughlin, low flow anesthesia with sevoflurane. Priscilla Sarasadius. Advisor, Dr. Michael McLaughlin. Hooded by Dr. Michael McLaughlin. Low flow anesthesia with sevoflurane. Dr. Nicola Amofa. Advisor, Dr. Olga Harin Montaner. Hooded by Dr. Olga Harin Montaner. Pathways to Executive Leadership for Minority Nurses. Dr. Taylor Palmer. Advisor, Dr. Olga Harin Montaner. Hooded by Dr. Olga Harin Montaner. Building capacity for minority nurse leaders and management through mentoring. Dr. Lisa Easley. Advisor, Dr. Shelby Pitts. Hooded by Dr. Shelby Pitts. Implementing practice recommendations to improve management of infants with abstinence syndrome. Dr. Michelle Ejiofor. Advisor, Dr. Suzanne Willard. Hooded by Dr. Suzanne Willard. Evaluating the effects of nutritional counseling, including information about nutrition labels in better control of hypertension. Dr. Jacqueline Barris. Advisor, Dr. Jeffrey Kwong. Hooded by Dr. Suzanne Willard. The impact of staff education and simulation on the knowledge, skills, and confidence of perioperative nurses in providing culturally competent care for transgender patients. Dr. Chinwe Emara. Advisor, Dr. Suzanne Willard. Hooded by Dr. Suzanne Willard. Education intervention to improve depression screening among healthcare workers in an outpatient HIV clinic using the Patient Health Questionnaire 9. Dr. Melissa Cassiellis. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria, CRNA burnout post-COVID-19. Dr. Michael Danila. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria, antibiotic stewardship in the surgical patient, implementing an evidence-based algorithm to decrease administration of broad-spectrum antibiotics in patients with a documented beta-lactam allergy. Dr. Nicholas Germanario. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria. Prevention of post-operative delirium, a systematic approach. Dr. Brian M. Jernick. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria. Antibiotic stewardship in the surgical patient, implementing an evidence-based algorithm to decrease administration of broad-spectrum antibiotics in patients with a documented beta-lactam allergy. Dr. Elizabeth Narkovic. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria, decreasing remifentanil-induced hyperalgia with perioperative administration of ketamine during spinal surgeries. Dr. Brian Nitchie. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria, prevention of post-operative delirium, a systematic approach. Dr. Lauren Quinn. Advisor, Dr. Thomas Palaria. Hooded by Dr. Thomas Palaria, CRNA burnout post-COVID-19. Dr. Casey Stroh, advisor Dr. Thomas Pilaria, hooded by Dr. Thomas Pilaria, decreasing remifentanil-induced hyperalgesia with perioperative administration of ketamine during spinal surgeries. Dr. Leah Bradford, advisor Dr. Yingyu Chow, hooded by Dr. Yingyu Chow, implementation of a nurse-driven palliative care screening tool to improve early referrals and timeliness of family meetings. Dr. Hyun A. Choi, advisor Dr. Yingyu Chow, hooded by Dr. Yingyu Chow, improving polypharmacy screening in the Korean immigrated older adults at the primary care setting. Dr. Jennifer Marin, advisor Dr. Yingyu Chow, hooded by Dr. Yingyu Chow, standardized use of a screening tool to trigger referrals for early integration of palliative care for patients with an advanced cancer diagnosis. Dr. James Earl Pagaduan, advisor Dr. Yingyu Chow, hooded by Dr. Yingyu Chow, utilization of a nurse-driven palliative screening tool in the intensive care unit. Dr. Shine Yu, advisor Dr. Yingyu Chow, hooded by Dr. Yingyu Chow, improving depression screening among Korean immigrants in a primary care setting.
Marshals, please escort the graduates with the degree of Master of Science in Nursing to the platform.
Kevin Casella. Angela Mukandan, summa cum laude. Jonathan Enyo Nuiva. Angel Pagan. Matthew Sablon Murrow. Hazel Encarnacion. Jacqueline Randolph. Nadine Collado.
Marshals, please escort the graduates with the degree of Bachelor of Science to the platform.
First. Navdeep Kaur. Dean's Award, EOF Service and Leadership Award. Michelle Luki Carvalho. Amber Pearson. Yurilis Cortez. Marina Saeed. Nicole Gondor. Julia Saimusi. Ada Jumoki Esther Adewale. Nidhi B. Patel. Karina Mercado. Stephanie N. Zito. Kayla Farha. Cameron E. Elaine. Jessica Nicole Biania, Student Affairs Award. Nakita T. Knight. Faith C. Ogbinaya. Betty H. Wang. Sean P. Sturrock. Hirsch C. Modi, summa cum laude. Jenna Virico, magna cum laude. Emre Kaya. Christopher J. Phillip, summa cum laude. Eugene Mulrennan. Albie J. Paul. Jan Iglesias. Beljani Cruz. Brian D. Garcia. Miranda P. Thompson. Ludmila Savi. Desiree Whitsett. Mandeep Kaur. Hermione Corey-Lulin. Unibel Garcia. Austin Brittany Quesada. Danya El Lieb, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Julia Drac, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Nicole Carapaca, magna cum laude. Jill Patel, cum laude. Mara C. Corcoran, magna cum laude. Alyssa M. Balzano, magna cum laude. Jessica M. Pereira, summa cum laude, sigma theta tau. Alyssa P. DeFazio, summa cum laude, sigma theta tau. Jennifer Helrigal. Wendy L. Fernandez. Isoa Igihan. Carrie E. Grankowski, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Joseph F. Morrison. Corinne Castaldo, magna cum laude. Matthew V. Peterson. Chanel Francis, cum laude. Julia Sorg. Jade Rubenstein. Blessing E. A Cowboy, magna cum laude. Angela O. Nifa. Nicole J. Savino. Hashim Mahmood. Susanna Mantilla. Casey S. Ambrosio. Ashma J. Thomas. Oh, no. Teresa E. Anderson. Catherine P. Medina. Kendra Brown. Lady C. Camello. Vanessa Z. Kristen N. Maldonado. Jamie Ianello. Rivka Adler. Kadeen K. Hewitt. Valerie Londino, magna cum laude. Brittany E. Belcher, magna cum laude. Bridget Jayamifi, cum laude. Jacqueline William. Elizabeth A. Mensam. Anna Harutunian. Kevin Zhang. Sylvia Hemlovska. Lauren Federico. Lauren Cristiano. Anna Adesso. Candice P. Antoine. Brielle A. Nieves. Sally M. Weir. Sandra Sertile. Stephanie Inoa. Domenico Ippolito. Haley D. Zito, summa cum laude. Caitlin A. Russell, magna cum laude. Taylor A. Crabtree, magna cum laude. Olivia R. Riebenacker, cum laude. Julia M. Lombardi, cum laude, Outstanding Senior Award. Lila Ginsberg, cum laude. Nicole Yen. Emily Q. Wynn. Ikaro Portia Enaho. Alexi Gaitan. Jack H. Bradley. Talia R. Rosen. Margaret P. Carney, cum laude. Caitlin M. Suzinski, magna cum laude. Larissa M. Sales, cum laude. Abigail G. Vasquez, magna cum laude, Dean's Award, Ruggieri Memorial Award. Caroline F. Limos, Sigma Theta Tau. Kiyomi Noel, cum laude. Monique N. Shirley, cum laude. Marcus P. James, cum laude. Leanna C. Yanchuk. Ujula Bandari, cum laude. Bridget Barringen. Princess Gigi Farrowmaid, Leadership Award. Geraldine S. Lopez Salmaran, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Olivia K. Carrion. Therese Urbis Pagulian. Christopher J. Della Pena. Nicole Almignana, magna cum laude. Clea C. Medina, cum laude, Student Affairs Award. Robin Y. Choi. Shayla E. Chumbimunia, cum laude. Claire Chen. Bam Yi Lee. Quinn K. Dolan. Erin N. Roy, cum laude. Olivia M. McGinley. Matthew M. Iglesias, cum laude. Ian L. Becker. Jacob G. Domingo. Cecile A. Molina, magna cum laude. Alexis N. Papavero. Francesca G. Cotroinio. Erin M. Joel. With her diploma presented by her grandmother, Dr. Lucille Joel. Michael J. Kang, magna cum laude. James Benjamin Rapice. Maeve A. Young. Anthony G. Diaz. Jenna L. Manos. Daria M. English. Gianna M. Duff, cum laude. Georgiana M. Lee. Morgan R. Ross, cum laude. Tony Rose Silvestri, EOF Perseverance Award. Kayleen Ubira. Liliana Ventura, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Jessica Guadalupe Valdez. Osmali Duvergi. Linda A. Arbello. Jeannie Summerlin. Jennifer Osario. Lou Marie J. Cortez, EOF Perseverance Award. Susan N. Adomako. Regine Polynice. Shannon K. O'Connell, summa cum laude. Samantha F. Bryson. Bookwan Peter Pill. Joe G. Takinum. Esther Kang. Stephanie A. Shirk, summa cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Alyssa N. Nastasi. Savannah L. Doe. Melissa Hopkins. Jacqueline J. Dersch, magna cum laude, Student Affairs Award. Julie Hargrove. Brittany N. McBride, summa cum laude, Ella V. Stonesby Award. Kelsey Wolf. Hope R. Hartzig. Nicholas J. Obuchowski. Gianna M. Schiller, cum laude. Victoria A. Johnson. Dora J. Alvarenga. Brian L. Leonore, cum laude, EOF Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. Yasmin M. Salim. Karen M. Sanango Sotomba, cum laude. Nikki K. Patel. Justin Michael Pugaligan, magna cum laude. Ashley Rodriguez. Marion Harmona, cum laude, EOF Scholars Award. Faith M. Davis. Melanie R. Lanier. Jinan Al Khalif, cum laude. Adrel T. Bonnick. Samantha M. Henry. Aisatu D. Kamara. Alonda M. Rainier. Crystal M. Perez, cum laude. Edwinsa Excellent. Shruti Prabhu. Mansi Man T. Patel. Marissa C. Cairo, cum laude. Tirtha Pat Warden. Brooke M. Andolson, cum laude. Emma R. McGuire. Janelle Deanne D. Besa. Shanae B. Mistry, magna cum laude. Evrode Janvier. Pio R. Sia. Nicholas T. Devine. Mariela Ramirez, magna cum laude. Rosemary Buffo. Karen Sawney Maui. Trin Nguyen. Emily Tu. Juana Ortiz Pantoja, summa cum laude, sigma theta tau. Irvi R. Flowers, cum laude. Christiana A. Umarvi, magna cum laude. Mark P. Fedorich, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Brittany A. Smythe, cum laude, Student Affairs Award, sigma theta tau. Medea B. Sauer, summa cum laude. Shauna M. Dixon, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Christine Marie Berry. Janae K. Sabin, magna cum laude, sigma theta tau. Dominique Jennings, summa cum laude. Saritha Iyer. Ayessa Dunka. Nicole M. Urbis. Faith S. Lee. Amanda J. Donato, cum laude. Kajal Patel. Audrey R. Harasaki, cum laude. Ellen G. Bang. Erin T. Nam. Anna D. Scott, magna cum laude. Michelle A. Palacio. Marie E. Fotopoulos. Rebecca J. Yeager, cum laude. Hannah L. Mahmood, cum laude. Lorna Haumede. Ellie J. Rosenberg, cum laude. Victoria A. Samore, cum laude. Jessica M. Culin, summa cum laude. Juliet N. DiMaria, cum laude, Student Affairs Award. Cosette M. Apuzzo, cum laude. Elizabeth Drayton, magna cum laude. Sumaya Ramadani, summa cum laude. Marion Joy V. Pungalian, cum laude. Danielle Yan, cum laude. Jasmine Young, cum laude. Nicole Ann Reyes Angeles, cum laude. Omeima Saeed, Student Affairs Award. Destiny A. Perez. Andre M. Alanige, cum laude. Sanad Kasif. Jezebel Ortiz Villaman, summa cum laude, Ruggieri Memorial Award, Sigma Theta Tau. Jacaris Gomez Tavares. Delilah L. Agostini. Anna Shimarova, magna cum laude. Amanda L. Hogan, magna cum laude. Melissa A. Paramonti, cum laude. Olivia G. Gasper, magna cum laude. Sarah K. Levy, cum laude. Tiffany J. Paff, magna cum laude.
This concludes the presentation of degrees for the School of Nursing. Graduates, you may turn your tassels to the left. Congratulations. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We're very proud of you. I now invite Dr. Shonda Johnson, President of the Rutgers School of Nursing Alumni Association, to the podium. Dr. Johnson will lead us in a recitation of the Professional Nurses Pledge.
Thank you, Dean Flynn. First, on behalf of my fellow executive board members, I want to congratulate all of the graduates for meeting such a milestone. I invite you all to become active members in the School of Nursing Alumni Association. There are no dues, there is no application. All of you are automatically becoming a member upon graduation. In fact, we are recruiting for board members and community members right now, and we will have our annual meeting next month, June 10, in Ackerson Hall. I hope to see some of you there. For more information about the Alumni Association and opportunities to give back to the School of Nursing, activities and events, please visit the School of Nursing website. Now it's my distinct pleasure to lead you all in the Professional Nursing Pledge. Would all the graduates please stand? In fact, I invite all nurses present to please stand and recite the pledge. At this time, please repeat after me for each section, in full knowledge of the obligation I am undertaking. I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess. Without regards to race, creed, color, politics, or social status. Sparing no efforts to conserve meaningful life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care. And I will hold in professional confidence all personal information entrusted to me. I will refrain from any action which might endanger the quality of life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level. And to support and cooperate to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing. Well, wait. That was a lot. With full awareness of my qualifications and limitations. I will do my best to utmost to maximize the potential of the nursing profession. And to uphold and advance its standards. Thank you, graduates. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. We appreciate your work with the Alumni Association and your work with our students. So now I invite everyone to join me in a round of applause for all of our graduating students. Graduates, this is important, so listen to the instructions. I want you to stand and give a round of applause for your families and your loved ones who supported you in this educational journey. I want you to stay standing, and salute and applaud the faculty who mentored you and taught you on this journey. Thank you. You may be seated. There's one or two people I would still like to acknowledge, and that begins with Assistant Dean Mike Verano. Mike, Division of Student Affairs. I also want to thank the entire Convocation team. They have worked for months to make this ceremony the success that it is. And without all of this hard work of the committee members, today's celebration would just not be possible. So thanks to each and every one of you. Graduates, I want to end with my own congratulations yet again to you. You are now ambassadors of Rutgers School of Nursing. And we expect the best from each and every one of you. We expect you to stay in touch with us. We expect you to be engaged with the Alumni Association and help us friend raise by finding individuals who might support our nursing program. And think about contributing some funds yourself to the scholarship funds for the students that will come behind you. All right. Thank you for your support. And I will now ask our Grand Marshal, Dr. Rula Patush, to lead the platform party, the faculty, and our new graduates in our recession out of the auditorium. Family and friends, please remain in your seats until the recession is completed. Again, congratulations, and I wish you much joy and success in your career. Thank you.